Marketing takes a day to learn, but a lifetime to master. Thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation. Opportunity for me and to be able to present it the first time. So this is a brief report on chapter 2 by Roche P. Ruiz. So tingnan po natin. So the topic is basically taken from the Harvard Business Review. This is in 2011 and Reinventing Your Market. So again, this is authored by Comstock. Okay, so I'll proceed. So I have simple rules in doing presentation. I want each and everyone to participate. And number 2, because I'm also very thankful to all of you because you participated in following the instruction of opening up your videos. So salamat. And number 2, I want also to be able to really get engagement. So if you do have inquiries or if you do have questions, I would definitely like to hear that probably at the end of the presentation. If you want also to get to place that on the chat box, definitely welcome, right? So I'll proceed. So just like last Wednesday, you've discussed Philip Kotler marketing, so the mindset. And I was one of the, I believe I'm one of the luckiest because I was able to meet Mr. Kotler. And Mr. Kotler, Philip Kotler, is the father of modern marketing. I met him in Canada probably 6 years ago. So the way we present, I will be presenting with the flow. So I will be presenting with the flow, and I will start with 1 minute, who am I? I'm gonna do also what I do, probably 2 minutes, and the featured readings 2 minutes, so that we will always be guided for the 20-minute to 10-minute question and answer, and also be reading the reporter's note, so with all the data that have been gathered by yours truly, and I'm also going to really share with you the learnings and my take on this particular readings or chapter. Okay. So who am I? Basically, I am a graduate of Letran College, a major in marketing, and I also had a master's degree in business administration. So basically, I do a lot of marketing. I'm the founder also of the Marketing Philippines. This is a marketing wherein I align business in segmentation, targeting also, just like what the topic last Wednesday. Unfortunately, I was not there. And also, I'm the Vice President of Philippine Advocates for Consultants and Trainers. So we do train a lot of small, medium enterprise and some other big companies also. I also run a small business. I do have dental distribution wherein I do have 11 dental reps. And I also have dental clinics. I also have 2 branches. I own that clinic because I'm married to a dentist. And also the founder of Master Academy, wherein I run also courses, short courses, but not this long. It's courses like 4 days, 5 days. Also, I had a stint in the directorship in Singapore and pharmaceutical company, and also the delegate in dental marketing in Las Vegas, 2018, and 2019 in Boston. Okay, so much for that. So this is my team for KGR Dental Distributions. The 3 of my staff here is basically the team also for my dental marketing company. And so as you can see there, they are all in uniform. And this is my business. So I do import containers by the millions. No? And of course, this is what I do. And the definition of marketing for me, there have been a lot of definition of marketing. Just to give you a brief overview, my definition, it is a process of satisfying customer needs and wants plus their expectation. So we manage their expectation, their needs and wants all at the same time. So this is what I do. I do train. This is Ford Philippines. I train their marketing staff, their sales staff on how to get, of course, get a lot of bookings in terms of their dealership, car sales. So this was just before pandemic, last January. And this is also my interview as I was the guest in Money Talk in ANC, and I do have a lot of several engagement doing presentation for organizations, chapters, and societies. Yan, and this is also in Osaka, Japan, where I met all the delegates from Philippines. This is the International Dental Marketing Conference, and then so much so. And of course, last na, konti na lang sa akin. So this is a pharmaceutical selling during quarantine, Be Digital. This is the lecture I run for pharmaceutical companies. And this is also what I do, niche marketing, this August 24, but this is exclusively for members. So I will have a niche marketing presentation. Okay, so let's talk about the topic. So this is Unleashing the Marketing. And as you can see, the author, there's Beth Comstock, no? And this is all about GE, okay? So General Electric. I would just like to make mention that General Electric is one of the largest, okay? So this is just some of the points that I'd like to highlight. One of the largest corporation in the world. They also have research and manufacture firms around the world. They have television network. They also offer superchargers and batteries. They also have cars, chargers for cars and airplanes, vacuum, and this is shattering. They have 67,000 patents over the years. So when we talk about GE, Marga, Miss Risa, so they're one of the biggest. And this is there have been a lot of books that they were able to identify and case some of the cases. They are really the cases within the company of GE. So we can get really a lot of learnings from these companies because this is a multi-diverse corporation. Next, this is just also a brief history of this particular topic. Jack Welch is the CEO before Jack Immelt. No, as you can see, there's both of these two guys are really a very good individual in terms of management and marketing and leadership, but they have two different approach mindset. No, si Jack Welch, they are trying to have an internal empowerment by acquisition. No, parang sinabi ni Josie kanina, Jack Welch is just purchasing all other small companies from the outside so that it will be associated and it will become one. Just like Jollibee purchased Inasal, and they also purchased Red Ribbon, Café de France. So now Jollibee is really a huge corporation, an international corporation at the same time. But Jack Immelt, no, he wants to grow the business from within. So because they are already big, because of Jack Welch was able to accumulate several small companies, Jack Immelt wanted to grow from within. They want to maximize the full potential of each and every individual within their organization. So the two different mindset, but all for the glory of the company, okay, for the benefit of the company. I proceed. So if you want to listen also for these particular chapters, no, the whole chapters, no, you can listen to this site, to this link. You can listen in an audio presentation or an audio interview with Beth Comstock. Okay. So, again, this is my findings. I would like also to present this to our doctor, Dr. Cuenco. Maraming old managers or management position inside GE are skeptics about doing marketing. Like is marketing really can help grow the business? So these are the questions that runs in their mind during the approach when Jack Immelt take over that particular company. And at the same time, when they are meeting October, November, this is where corporate meeting and annual meeting, marketing is not even considered or not presented as a per department. It is just a support function where if they have a convention, they will just hire or support individual who will do leafletting. So it's basically just simple support function of marketing. And nung binabasa ko nga itong particular chapter na to, sabi ko, you can, ang laki ng GE, but marketing is just a support function. Okay, next, this is also one of my findings. The responsibilities of marketer is not just the way to do business, but also preserving the cultural platforms. And CEO Jack Immelt found that marketing is not huge function as HR and finance. So talagang napakaliit ng functions na ang binibigay ng GE when Jack Immelt took over that particular position as president and CEO. And GE had, yung kaninang pinag-usapan natin before we start the presentation, they have no template at all in terms of calibrating marketing systemic functions. So these are the findings na nakita ko during these readings. And some more findings. So these are all the learnings. Background of the CEO, Jack Immelt, has something to do with the new directions. I would like to hear from Elmer. Sir Elmer, can you read the second one? You're mute po. You mute.
CEO Jeff Immelt issued a mandate that marketing should be a vital operating function across
Yeah. So,
that spurred organic growth.
okay. So thank you very much. And thank you very much, sir. Next, I would want Monique and Marian to read the second, the third, and the fourth one, respectively.
Grow from within by being global, innovative, investing on technologies, customer focus, and market focus.
Thank you. Next, can we, Miss Marian?
5 to 10 years. Strategic marketing team. World is growing and we have to go and grow together with the market.
Wow. So these are my findings, which really caught attention. No, I that's why I do have a recommendation. I do have findings. No, of course, this have been done na. Tapos na po itong chapter na to, and there have been a lot of good reports with regards to these cases. But at the end of the slides, at the end of the presentation, I do have findings why they were able to really be successful in really providing a very good innovation for this company. Okay, so I would like to highlight, because the topic is very long, it's 20 pages, but I'd like to highlight on these three functions from pages 19 to 39. So marketing framework, so I just took this marketing framework for the entire company along three dimensions. They have, number one, they have principles. Number two, they have people. And number three, they put process. So these are the three dimensions that really catapulted the big income of this GE. So again, principles, number two is people, and number three is the process they have put into this particular concept. Okay, assigning teams with the principles, no, divided into groups. Kagaya ng pinag-usapan natin kanina, Marga, go to the market activities, so segmentation and commercial essentials. They step by step put a brand on specific innovations, no? Yun yung paborito ni Josie. He wanted to be able to really put innovation to the hardware, correct? So they were also tried. They were also able to identify those knowledgeable and really put that all of everything in principles on the table for presentations. Okay, number two is the people. Now they are trying to maximize the full potential of each and every managers, of each and every supervisors that they already have. So this is a great mindset change, not just mindset, but this is a great innovation coming from the president and CEO. Something like they invest in people for them to be really competitive in the global world. Okay, so it is the principle and the people, and they have three different things, or four in people. They were able to identify those four types. This is also very important for if you wanted really to start a business, or if you are really in an organization. Number one, they were able to find okay, so nauna ako sa presentation ko. So this is Beth Comstock. I would like to introduce her to all of you because she is one of the brain of GE. She is the Chief Marketing Officer, and she was able to present all of these four. Do you want to know all the four, Josie? Okay, let's start. Number one, this is what we call the instigator. Sino ba yung instigator? Yung instigator, ayaw niya ng status quo mindset. Ayaw niya yung ayaw niya yung ganyan na yung dati eh. Ganyan na rin natin gawin. So, instigator means he wants to really create something unique. He wants really to shake the boat, but back up with some scientific and historical data. Okay, so they were able to identify those instigator. All right, sige, I'll proceed. So we still have 7 minutes. Then they were also able to identify, ang favorite ni Josie to, so the innovator. So a classic example, no, I'd like to just give you a classic example for this particular innovation, why this is very important, and also why this one works. Now, a classic example is those innovator identified in this GE Corporation. They have presented their idea to really, because they provide superchargers for airplanes na, no? They wanted to have an air taxis, no? Would you be comfortable riding an air taxi in the Philippines, Marga, di ba? Something like that, Sir Barjun. So those innovators were able to present that they wanted to start doing air taxis. And you know what? Because of that, it may sound crazy, it may sound stupid, but it works. For the first 100 flights, all of them are fully booked. So this is something that will shake the boat, but it can turn to be a very good shift of mindset, and also it will create a revenue, in a maximum revenue for your organization. So sometimes it is something like it's worth to take the risk, but you have to have data analytics. So this is what we call the big data will make you a good decision. And they have four visions, no? Ito, sabihin ko, ang first vision is they want to see the future of work. Number 2, they want to be optimism when they are going to provide you, like example, air taxis. You have to be optimism first. Try to get all the positivity first before you take out all the negativity. And number 3, they wanted to collaborate with some of the stakeholders. And number 4, they have to have digital Darwinism. No? Digital Darwinism, have you heard of digital Darwinism? So when we talk about digital Darwinism, this is when the consumer behavior reacts faster than the ability of the company to adapt. Okay? So especially now, we have experienced the digital world. Some of the companies were not able to adapt, and that's a problem. That created a huge gap or a huge vacuum in their operation. That's why it is also very important for the company to adapt to change. Okay. Diretso lang, Miss Pisa. I'll proceed. Okay. So number 3, this is what we call the integrators. Okay. So from the word itself, integrators, they build bridges. So what GE did, based on the recommendation of Beth Comstock and of course the approval of Jeff Immelt, they were able to build system so that they can be able to identify, just like kanina sinasabi natin, walang platform to really, walang template. No? So they were able to build templates, and they were able to pull all together those with the same mind in terms of level of their skills. No? Kung for example, the other guy is good in marketing, the other one good in branding, they put together those two guys as a team. So they had a better understanding of what the situation is, and they have basically attained a faster and very good results. Okay? Next. The last one, this one is the implementors. They also were able to identify the implementors, as you can see in there. They are the one overseeing, just like what we have discussed a while ago. Again, the evaluation and the monitoring is also very important. This one, they were also able to identify those who will be implementing, and at the same time will evaluate and also monitor the specific the accomplishment of that team. All right, so because of all of those changes, cultural changes, no, but not cultural changes, marketing became, so that's why it's very important, the torchbearer, and this is what we call the commercial innovation. So they were able to retain the company that they have acquired during the time of Jack Welch, but at the same time they were able to build internally that's why they were able to get a lot of projects, and we will be able to see that. Now innovation expanded and become that the marketing now becomes a huge function, just like HR department, finance department. Now they were able to set up really a marketing systemic department. And the proof of marketing's expanded role lay in a series of new cross-company initiative. What is the new cross-initiative company? The new cross-company initiative, ito. Pakita ko sa inyo. And because they are a good team already, they were able to get all of this. Beth Comstock, the chief marketing officer, they had this particular project. This is what they call the Imagination Breakthrough. And they were able to collectively, noong 2004, they were able to collectively generate 2 billion in new. No? Hindi po ito yung mga sales ng appliances, sales ng superchargers. This is a new revenue because they were able to launch the Imagination Breakthroughs. This is from Beth Comstock recommendation. And this is in 2004. You know what? Surprisingly, the next year, after 2004, they were able also again to launch a new project called Ecomagination. And Ecomagination, as you can see on the screen, no, revenue of 70 billion in the first 5 years, and this is in 2005 up to 2010. So what do we see here? So if we were able to really identify and make marketing as a huge functions of the corporation, it can grow bigger than what you think is already big. Correct? So di ba sabi ko, their marketing framework, number 1 is what is the number 1? Anybody? Can you help me? What is the number 1 and number 2? From the marketing framework, anybody can answer. Start with P.
Principles and people.
Very good, KJ. Thank you very much. Now, the third one is the process. Of course, if you do have that principles, it's very parang basic lang, no, but it's even harder in terms of application. And then the second one is people. So you do have principles. So you have a laid down principles. You do have people who is the instigator, the implementer, the innovators, and you do have a process. Then what is good about the process is what they call the maturity evaluation, wherein they can be able to identify where are they now? Ano na ang ginagawa natin? Ano na yung revenue? And during the course of this process, they are so effective in identifying the loopholes, the gap, and they are trying to arrest it on an immediate basis. And that's why they were successful in doing so. And for the last 3 minutes that I do have, these are all the learnings that I'd like to share. Number 1, okay, pababasahin natin tayo ha. Basa tayo. Sorry. Okay. Can we have the first one, Miss Yayeng? Ay, nagdadrive, sorry. Can we have the first one, Ma'am Nimpa? Ma'am Nimpa or Miss Bianca? Ma'am Nimpa, the first one. Ay, nakamute ka po.
Marketing gets into the game at the start, seizing white space opportunities, meeting unmet needs with new technologies, and moving our brand in new directions.
Wow, thank you very much. So that's what really catapulted their growth. Second one is Miss Bianca. Mute again. Okay.
When they build marketing engine.
Yeah. So it's very, very important. Why they were able to successfully build all of those projects is because they have the marketing engine. So meaning to say that marketing will really push you and will run your business all together at the same time. So kagaya po ng, I always mention this in my trainings, in my seminar, business only has 2 functions. Number 1 is innovation, and number 2 is marketing. Okay, so that's part of my trainings. And Miss Marian, can we have the third one? We have
gained momentum through significant wins, but we have yet to achieve our true gold standard. Marketing throughout the organization. The journey continues.
That is a very, very powerful mindset. If you want to be number 1, you always have to think of continuously to be, you are still at number 2. So because so that your mindset is always going to go on top. Even if you're already number one, think that you're still number two, so that you're still going to strive to be number one all at the same time, consistently. Okay, so there is a maturity evaluation, there is templates for the roles and responsibilities of marketing were identified and aligned, and they have, very important in any organization, they have a training programs already, and they have detailed definition of success, and GE is treating marketing as a critical functions of for all seasons. So I only have 30 seconds, so with that I would like to say thank you. Marketing is everything. Everything is marketing. Marketing takes a day to learn, but a lifetime to master. Thank you very much. That's the end of my presentation. Sir, I'm done.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you, Roshi, for that report. No? I admire how you were able to put all of that information together in record time, you know, and also combine it with not only mention the lessons learned, no, but also related to your particular experience. No? Now, I'd perhaps just to integrate and synthesize, no, the first report. No, we put that there as the first report, really, because it tells us really what would be the outstanding qualities, no, summarized as the four components, no, of what CEOs thought and owners thought would be a characteristics really of a marketing person, no? So ang sinasabi natin dito, okay, instigator, innovator, integrator, implementer, no? So they also say that all four might be or definitely are essential, no? But it's quite rare really to have one guy to possess everything.
Yeah.
No? Okay. Now, perhaps just to make this very personal for us, if not really intimate, no, we are born really with natural qualities and attributes. No? We have talents. No? So the thing there is to go out in the world and find out what they are, and even on the other hand, also discover our passion, so that we know what we are good at, we know what we would like to do, and then at the same time build on it, no, accordingly. So I'd like to ask the class now, no, among the four, no, that Roshi discussed, no, and outlined there, no, which would you say you are, no, or you find let's say most significance or